speaker this morning is our own Clenise Platt, who is the Assistant District Governor, Area 14, Rotary District 7600. Clenise was introduced to Rotary as a participant in the Group Study Exchange Program. She spent that in Kent County, England, representing District 7600 as Jamestown celebrated its 400th anniversary. She's been in Rotary 9 years and served as President of the Rotary Club of Hampton Roads, District Interact Co-Chair, District Alumni Chair, District Foundation Operations Chair. Clenise is a Rotarian Leadership Institute graduate and was selected to attend the Rotary Southland Young Professional Summit in Atlanta in 2016. Please welcome.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm not going to stand behind this podium, but I thought I'd start off here just to get started. I am thrilled to have the opportunity to come home. Isn't that cool? I've been to the other two clubs that I represent, so it's really nice to be home today and to talk to you all a little bit about the concept of the district. Mary asked me if I would be able to kind of explain how the district works and how we are all a part of that. So the title of my presentation is called Rotary Inspiration at Work, and it's really going to be based upon multiple quotes that are inspiring, but the truth of the matter is that inspiration, words can actually, yes, inspire, but when it really has an impact is when those words and when the inspiration actually works. And that's what Rotary is really all about. I have to give a shout out to Beth Ann, just in case she's watching. We're looking right at each other. And then there are a couple folks that I'm going to acknowledge throughout my presentation. So, thank you. And special thanks to Dave, who's going to be my clicker this morning. I appreciate that. Well, you all know that Rotary International is really based upon our theme, service above self. And it is so important to recognize that that's where we start. That is our start point, service above self. We're really thrilled because we are able to have representation from all over the world. When we talk about Rotary International, it really is an international organization. So our president, unfortunately the fonts are a little bit different on this computer, so it might be a little skewed on some slides, but our president is John Durham, who actually will be here this weekend. We're very fortunate to say that. He's from the United States, and our General Secretary is John Pico. Our Trustee Chair is Kaylin Banerjee. But I put them in the places where they're from, just so that you can understand a little bit about this international flavor. Oh, this is so annoying to me. Okay, but anyway, when we look at big issues, that is really what Rotary is all about. Peace and conflict prevention, disease prevention and treatment, water and sanitation, maternal and child health, basic education and literacy, and economic and community. Well, you all know the next one. Okay. But the cool thing about Rotary, and I think this is so important, is that Rotary has 32,000 clubs. 32,000 clubs in 200 countries. And it all started with an inspiration from this man, Paul Harris, who started the Rotary Club of Chicago on February 23rd, 1905. So thank you. When we talk about the next level with Rotary International, we have to come down to the zone. Okay, so we start off with Rotary International, and then we look at the zone. And I thought that this quote by Helen Keller really kind of captures what the zone is all about. It says, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. And we are so fortunate because when we look at the zones, actually approximately 15 Rotary districts will actually form a zone. Thank you. That's great. But when you look at that idea, currently we have 17 zones. The zone director is the person who serves as the member on the RI Board of Directors, and that person will have 2 zones. For us, we are really, really fortunate because actually our zone director, is a member of our club, Joe Mulcairn. He is the Rotary International, on the Rotary International Board of Directors. He is responsible for zones 33 and zone 34. What's really amazing is if you have an opportunity to go to a zone event, you will see people there that speak English, French, Dutch, and Spanish, because those are the countries that are those are the languages of the different countries that we represent, or that Joe represents. Okay, go to the next one. Now, so we started out with Rotary International. We moved to the next level, which is zone, and now we're at the district level, okay? So the district, for the district level, I chose this particular African proverb. It says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. It's okay. It's all right.
Trying to anticipate.
And so you can go to the next slide. So when you think about the district, that is really true. It is about how we can actually leverage our clubs and make a difference in our communities. The district is actually a group of Rotary clubs in a geographical area that are linked for administrative purposes. They really like for there to be about at least 75 clubs and about 2,700 Rotarians in the district at the most. Rotary districts, why do they exist? Well, they provide resources for you. They provide grants. You all saw the grant that we just got this morning, which, kudos to you, is pretty phenomenal. They provide training. This Saturday, some of you all will be going to the Membership and Foundation Workshop. That's training. And they provide opportunities for collaboration and fellowship for clubs that are included in their district. Now, the district governor is the one who provides the leadership for the district. Next slide. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the District 7600 history. The first club chartered in 7600 was the Rotary Club of Richmond, and that was on June 1st, 1913. The next three clubs, one is our esteemed John Paget, the Norfolk Club in 1914, Newport News in 1916, and Petersburg in 1917. When we look at this idea about the district, the name of our, or the number of our district is District 7600. So that's why you will hear that. District 7600. District 7600 is actually in Zone 33, okay? So remember we started off Rotary International Zone and then the district. So our district 7600 is in Zone 33. We have been fortunate, we had up until our own Joe Mulcairn, we had only one other past district governor who served as a director of Rotary International, and that was Claude Woodward. The district office is located in Williamsburg, Virginia. How many of you all have been to the district office? That's pretty good. So if you get an opportunity when you go to Williamsburg, definitely just ride by and check it out. If you want to find out more information about the district, then you can go to rotary7600.org. The history information that I gave you is on our website. That's where that information came from. Okay. Go to the next one. You want me to go
Whoops,
back?
sorry, going backwards.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're fine, you're fine. So in our district, we have 18 areas. I am responsible as a district governor for Area 14. So those are the clubs that are highlighted: Hampton Roads, Norfolk, and Norfolk Sunrise. But all of those areas make up the district. All right. So remember I said that the district governor is the one who provides the leadership for the district. We are fortunate. District Governor Diane will actually be with us here, live and in person. You all get to meet her. Isn't that exciting? Yes. She will be here September 9th, okay? And one of the things that is important to recognize about the district governor is that the district governor is actually an officer of Rotary International. So they represent RI. They represent the RI Board of Directors in the field. They will lead his or her respective Rotary district. And each governor is nominated by the clubs of his or her district and elected by all of the clubs. All right. So then that leads to the next person. So because the district governor, we have 64 clubs in our district. So it would be very difficult for the district governor to have to meet all the time with all of those clubs. So what they've done, which is an ingenious plan, and it was actually initiated in 1992. We were one of the 9 clubs that participated in a pilot program where they said, why don't we have assistant governors that will work with the district governor and be responsible for certain numbers of clubs. Our club participated in that, and Bob Hurd, yes?
Yeah, Bob.
Was one of the people that participated in that. Now, with all of my other assistant governors from this club, if you served as an assistant governor, would you all stand? Don't be shy. Look at that. And Chester Long also, who's not here, served as an assistant governor. Thank you, Jan. Okay, so when we look at this idea about the assistant governor, what in the world does an assistant governor do? Well, we do a lot of talking, which is what I've been doing. But we
do it well.
Oh, thank you. But one of the things that's very important is that we check in with our clubs regularly. I tell all of my clubs, I'm your biggest cheerleader. I am here to assist your president and to assist you all to accomplish your goals, to do what you need to do in order to really take your club to that next level. We help presidents elect, develop their effective goals and enter them into Rotary Club Central. We monitor the progress of clubs towards their goals, assist clubs as they schedule and plan the governor's visit, attend club meetings, related club assemblies and other events as invited, as well as communicating the governor's requests and encouraging clubs to follow through on what the governor is asking. And we also promote ways that the leadership, district leadership team can support the clubs. If you all are telling me something and we don't have that on our district level, but it makes sense, and this is not the only club that's actually encountering that, then that's something I can take back to the district and say, well, what about this? This is what we're hearing out in the field. Is there something that we could do to help? Or if you all have an issue or you have something that you're grappling with, and I can say, well, you know, on the district level, we have this resource available to you. That's really what I am. I'm the bridge for you all. And that's a really, to me, it's a very humbling job, but I really appreciate the opportunity to do that. Now, when we talk about this idea of the district, one of the things that I really want to encourage all of you all in this room to do is to attend the district conference. This year it's going to be September 23rd through the 25th. It will be at the City Center, Marriott in Newport News. You can register at dacdb.com. So please go out and do that. We want to see all of your beautiful faces in the mist. Did I say that nice? Okay. Invite your neighbor. Just go ahead. Do it right now. Go ahead. Just say, I would like for you to come to the district conference. Can y'all do that?
Yeah, you can have the night.
Okay. Y'all are too funny. Okay, so now you not only received an in-person invitation from me, but possibly if your neighbor was helpful to me, they also invited you as well. But please put that on your calendar. Now when we go, we talked about Rotary International, we talked about zone, we talked about district. So then that gets us to the next level, which will be our clubs. And the quote I chose to represent the club is Desmond Tutu's quote. Do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. And it's so amazing, it's so true. We are here in this space of Hampton Roads doing our little good, but then there are other clubs all around. Remember we talked about 32,000 other clubs that are doing their little bit in their world, and that really does overwhelm the world, and I think that's really great. I love this little meme that says the original social network was Rotary, because it really was. Yes. Now, the Rotary Club is the basic unit of Rotary activity. It is really the most important unit of activity for Rotary, because even though Rotary International is the reason why, quote, we exist, the truth of the matter is that we are the ones that actually allow that inspiration to be at work. We are the ones that are the voice for Rotary in our local communities, because Rotary International can't do that, but we can certainly do that. And that is so powerful. You all are a part of something that's so much bigger than yourselves, but at the same time, if you are not a part of it, how does it exist? You are vital to the success of Rotary International. So that's why our clubs are so important. Each club elects its own president and officers among its active members for a one-year term. And this is what I think is so amazing. And what I saw when I first was introduced to Rotary as a group study exchange member is that Rotarians you can attend any Rotary club around the world at one of their weekly meetings. So every single day, Monday through Friday, in the world somewhere, there are Rotary clubs that are meeting at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and some happy hours, okay? But that is so cool. And that when you travel, and we are so fortunate because a lot of our members actually do this. When we travel, we'll take our little flag, and actually exchange our flag for the flag of the club that we're visiting. That is powerful. When I was a group study exchange member, and I went to England and then to Paris, they couldn't even, the Parisians and I couldn't even communicate using the same language. But we so communicated and connected with this Rotary connection. And the love and the support was just right there immediately. And that's powerful. I cannot say that enough. That's why I'm so passionate about Rotary. That's why I'm so passionate about our Rotary clubs and the importance of all of you. And I really want you all to understand how powerful this is and how important you are in this equation, in this story of Rotary. Next slide. And we're thrilled because the Rotary Club of Hampton Roads is an award-winning club, Best Rotary Education, Community Service we won this year, which is pretty phenomenal. The next one. And this is really cool. The Rotary Club of Hampton Roads is also in the news. I don't know if you all checked out our features on, which is our Rotary District newsletter. But in our newsletter this time, they actually had the article about Rob from the pilot. So you all need to go back and read that. But it's
Thanks to David.
Yay, thank you. That's really cool. So that's amazing. Those are the type of folks that we have at this club. And each one of you is powerful and amazing in your own right. And that's the beauty of Rotary. It's bringing all of that power, all of that beauty into one location so that we can do great things in the world. Now, speaking of doing great things in the world, I really want to spend a couple minutes talking about Rotary International Convention. And I chose this quote because I think that it is so true. It says that individually, we are one drop. Okay? So yes, we are one drop individually, whether it's us as an individual or our club as an individual, or even our district as an individual, or our zone as an individual. But honestly, together we are an ocean. And when you go to a Rotary International Convention, you see that. You'll see 20 to 30 to 40,000 people from all over the world. It really is an incredible ocean. And you just recognize that you are a part of something that is really incredible. That this man, Paul Harris, could start with this idea, and here we are all these many years later, still doing this, but doing it all in our own fashion, with our own flair, and yet is still coming together at a Rotary International Convention is really, really incredible. So, this is something else I want you to put on your calendar. I already asked you to put September 23rd on your calendar. I want to invite you to put June 10th on your calendar to attend our Rotary International Convention. It's going to be in Atlanta, 2017. Charlie, I saw you, got the love. From June 10th through the 14th. So I really hope that you will take an opportunity, if you can, to come and experience that for yourself. Not just experience, oh yeah, I'm coming for a convention, but to really experience how powerful you are in the story of Rotary.
And Southern hospitality.
That's exactly right. And when you go to that convention, you will recognize the all of us together really do understand this quote that Mahatma Gandhi said, that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thank you so much, everybody.
Now, Clenise, I know you have 10 million cups, but we have made these sticky notes for your notes going with Rotary Serving Humanity and our web address.
I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. You got fun, John. You get a sticky note pad too.